Blessings, loves. I just wanted to come on and share something that the Lord was showing me. I'm going to start reading in the book of Genesis chapter 1. I'll just read a few verses. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters." If we skip down to verse 11, it says, "Then God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass." It obeyed God. The herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. I'll read that again. Verse 11, "Then God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good." We skip over to chapter 2, and in chapter 2, verse 7, it says, "And the Lord formed a man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." This is Lord, I bless you for your word. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you for how you speak to us, God. Thank you for how you reveal yourself, reveal just things that you want us to see. Thank you. When I read this, and when God started showing me what he wanted me to see in this, when we look at the first chapter, when it says God, when it talks about God creating things, and God said to the grass, God told the earth to bring forth grass, and the herb to come forth, and the fruit trees to bear fruit according to its kind. All of these things God spoke and told these things to do. And if you look at the earth today, he told these things to bring forth fruit. If you look at the earth today, there are places on earth where from that time to now, the grass is still obeying God. From that time to now, the trees are still bearing fruit. And there's grass on the earth that no man ever planted, but it's just because God spoke to the earth and told the earth to bring forth the grass, bring forth the herb, that it had to obey, and it is still producing based upon the word of God from that time to now. Then God turns right around and creates man out of that same dirt, out of that same earth that he told to produce. What does this say to us? We can look at the illustration of what the grass is still doing right now. Places where man has probably never trampled, places on earth where man has probably never set foot, but the grass is obeying. The earth is obeying God. There are places that are obeying God just because he said it. So what this shows to us, and what we are to get from this illustration, is that when God calls you, when he calls you forth, he's calling what he already knows is inside of you. He's not asking if you're going to produce. If he calls you to produce something, it's because the seed is already in you. If he called you something, it's because you are what he called you. So if God says you can build that ministry, if God says you can build that business, if God says you are this person or that person, and this is what you will do, please understand, we're made out of the same dirt that he commanded to obey and bring forth fruit and bring forth herbs and bring forth the grass. We're made out of the same thing. So if God told the earth to do that, us being made of earth, we are exactly what he said, and we can produce exactly what he tells us we can produce. So I hope this is an encouragement and an empowerment to someone to know that God has called you what you are. You are exactly what he said. Just produce, just obey, just like the earth. Blessings, loves. I'll see you on the next post.